The girl runs forward, pushes a disabled man, and shouts, "Move out of the way!" Then, angrily, she says, "This is all your fault. The elevator has already gone up. You said your legs and feet don't work properly, so why are you climbing the stairs? I'm telling you, today's interview is extremely important. If I'm late, how are you going to take responsibility?" The disabled man says, "You are very beautiful, but why are your words so bitter? I didn't do this on purpose." The girl says, "Why shouldn't I blame you? That's enough. I don't want to talk to you anymore." She steps into the elevator. As the disabled man tries to move forward, the girl pushes him again and he falls down. She walks away. The disabled man tries to stand up with the help of his cane. The girl suddenly runs back, grabs his arm to help him up and asks, "Which floor are you going to?" The disabled man answers in a, "I'm going to the 26th floor." The girl and replies, "What a coincidence. I'm also going to the 26th floor for an interview. Why don't I take you with me?" The disabled man and says, "Really? Thank you so much." The girl says, "No problem. Let's go." The disabled man says, "All right. Thank you, my child." They both enter the elevator. After getting out of the elevator, the girl asks, "Is this the place?" The disabled man nods with a and says, "Yes, my child. Thank you. This is it." The girl says, "I'll walk you over there." The disabled man says, "That's fine, but won't this affect your interview?" The girl says, "You wait here. As soon as my interview is finished, I'll come back and take you there, okay?" The disabled man says, "No, my child. You go to your interview. I'll go slowly by myself. Hurry up." The girl says, "Please take care. I'm going to my interview." The interviewer says, "All right, let's begin." At that moment, a nervous girl enters and says, "I'm sorry. Something came up on the way, so I'm a little late." The interviewer says, "Please introduce yourselves first." Ying Ying says, "I have a master's degree. I'm an excellent overseas returnee. I've worked in top-level hotels and shopping malls abroad, so I'm fully qualified." The interviewer says, "Now you go." The girl says, "I just graduated from high school." Ying Ying says, "Wow, you only finished high school and you still came for an interview." The interviewer says, "That's enough. Stop laughing." The girl immediately says, "After high school, I worked at an old-age home and a nursing center in my city. I have 5 years of experience." The interviewer says, "Yes, both of you are very capable. I believe this job won't be difficult for either of you. Please tell me in detail about this product." Ying Ying picks up the product and only reads out the name printed on it. She doesn't explain its features, its usage, or its benefits. The interviewer looks at the girl and says, "Now you tell me." The girl picks up the product and explains all of its details. The interviewer says, "You are truly very capable. I really like your plan. Professionally speaking, this position belongs to you, but your academic qualifications do not meet our company's standards, so I've decided to assign this project not to you, but to Ying Ying." Ying Ying says, "Thank you so much." At that moment, the same disabled man walks into the office and says, "Wait a moment." The interviewer immediately stands up and says, "Chairman." Ying Ying turns pale. The girl and says, "Sir, it's you." The chairman replies, "Yes, it's me. My child, people receive what they give. Today, you are the one selected in this interview. Remember this. Every act of kindness you do shapes the path of your future. How satisfied are you with the boss's decision? Let us know in the comments.